Okay, so another dish that I made today was a spicy lentil soup. My husband has been saying to me, we should make a spicy soup because he really likes a nice white wine, a nice Riesling to go with a spicy dish. So I decided to make a spicy lentil soup today. So I'm just going to explain to you what I did. I took this pot. Now, if you have a cast iron pot, that would work as well, but I just took my boiler here and I just put a little bit of olive oil in the boiler and I diced up an onion and I diced up some carrot. It called for 2 carrots and just an onion. It also called for celery, but it's raining and stuff here today, and I just did not want to go out into the garden and get celery. Um, so I let the carrots and the onion just saute for about 5 minutes. Then I added all the spices to it. So now this is spicy. So I added a couple cloves of garlic. I added 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika, which is, by the way, is a great spice, great for using, especially with fish. Just gives it a really nice different taste. I used cumin. How much cumin did I use? A half a teaspoon of cumin. Now I love cumin, so I kind of upped that up a little bit, probably to about a teaspoon. I put in a half a tablespoon of turmeric, and I added. It called for an eighth or a quarter teaspoon of chili flakes. I used a half a teaspoon of chili flakes. I'm just going to show you what they look like. It says crushed red pepper flakes, but they are chili flakes. I just reused the bottle. That's all. So I did that, added all the spices. Let me see if I'm missing anything. Yeah, so when you add the spices, you stir it up a little bit and you let that kind of let the fragrance of the spices and everything come out for about a minute or two. And then I added these green lentils. It's just a bag of lentils. You could use whatever color you want. I have red, I have green. A cup and a half of those. And with those, you put those in with the spices and the onion and carrot, and then you add 5 cups of vegetable broth. You add that, you bring it to a boil, you let it cook for about 25 minutes, I think it is. Yeah. And then I used 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. By the way, if you haven't used tomato paste in soups before, really, really nice fragrance to that tomato paste, and it kind of makes the soup just a little bit thicker. So I did that, let it cook, let it boil for about 20-25 minutes. I find when you're using these lentils, you probably should go to about 25 minutes. And then I added salt and pepper. Now I never use table salt. I don't even have it here in the house. So this is a sea salt that I use. So I about 4 or 5 grinds of that and the pepper, put that in. Once the lentils get cooked, you then just take it off the stove and you add a cup of coconut milk. Now this is a great coconut milk here that it's actually on sale today when I went to the grocery store, so I bought that one. I put in a full can. So when there's any kind of spicy soup that you make, a number of times it'll always call for the coconut milk because that really tames down the spice a little bit. We don't want to be burning our lips off, So did that, and now I'm at that point. I'm just going to show you now the soup that it's made. It's very tasty. It's spicy. If you can, actually, this is the way I'm going to show you. Just hold on. I'm going to get a spoon and you'll see it much better so these are the lentils and the carrot. The carrots are actually from my garden. The consistency is not too thick. You can, once Once the lentils get cooked, you can kind of see if you want that consistency. I added just probably a couple tablespoons, maybe 3 tablespoons of water to the soup. So then I put in the coconut milk, and then once you put in the coconut milk, you gotta let it cook for another 5 minutes. And towards the end, which is the stage that I'm at now, I always have fresh lemon always ready to go in the in my fridge. So I'm just going to squeeze some of that in there. It calls for 2 tablespoons of lemon juice in this one. The lemon juice really tops it off. Actually, you can, you know, a lot of times people, I'm just going to put the juice in this way. A lot of times people don't have fresh lemon in their homes. They just buy like the regular bottled lemon juice. But just so you know, you can have lemons, buy a big bag of them if they go on sale, and you can just put them in your freezer. Put them in the freezer, and you can take them out whenever you need them. I always have fresh lemon because I love lemon water. It's a great detox for your liver, so I always have lemon water every single day. So this here now is just, I think it's pretty much ready, so I want to taste it. I always like to taste my food just to see if I need to add any extra salt or anything like that. And if I taste it, I'm probably going to burn my lips off here right now, but I want to see if it's spicy still to the way that I want it. And it is. It's delicious. So just remember, a lot of soups that you make, you know, and if you haven't made a soup like this before, a lot of the soup recipes that you get, they're very, very easy to make. They're very healthy. They're very nourishing. They've got a lot of nice, great herbs and spices and everything in them, which is really, really good for you. So what I am going to do when I serve this now for supper tonight, I'm just going to put some parsley for a presentation on it as I serve it. I'm not going to put it in with the soup, but I'm just going to use that parsley for when I serve it for supper today. So there you have it. Try to make that recipe. It's a great one. It's easy. Enjoy.